Welcome to the Backwoods Gourmet out here on the Scallop grounds, Gulf of Mexico, day one. We're already scouting the shallow areas where it's easier. There's nobody out here yet, so we'll let you know how it goes. Hi folks, so got a few. We're way up here shallow though, and not a whole lot up here, and the ones we are finding are pretty small, so we're gonna make a little move out deeper, see if we can't get on them. So we got a couple. All right, so midday update to 11:30. We got probably a little over half a bucket. Been hard work. Been hard work, but it'll be good eating. It'll be good eating. So I don't see us any problem with getting a limit today. Now everybody's starting to move around, running north south, whatever. A lot of boats back towards Steenhatchee south of us, but it's a nice day. It's nice and calm, and it's a little bit of overcast, so it's not so hot.
See my exercise for 2 days already. Shit, you got 2 more to go.
Lord of bitch dog.
So sore tomorrow, so I won't feel like
that, my friends,
we had to go
is a
fishing
5-gallon bucket
so
full.
we won't feel like swimming.
So we're getting ready to make this is my new lighter version of the scallops with pasta. First thing we're going to need some pasta today. I have fettuccine, which I have pre-cooked with basil, straight from the garden over there. Got some olive oil. Should have been a little bit more prepared here by opening these containers, but it is really hot. I need to throw them back in the cooler. But there's garlic, we got a lime, this is some reconstituted dehydrated Roma tomatoes that we put up a couple years ago. They're very much like sun-dried tomatoes. You can use sun-dried tomatoes in place of those. We made those ourselves. Parmigiano Reggiano, must have for this dish. Again, blanched zucchini from our garden. Okay, I've had that in the freezer for a little while. Here, just salt and pepper. And today, just for grins, we're going to use some of this new. I just found this in the Walmart. That's old stale crackers, 2-step Cajun seasoning. And of course, the star of the show, our bay scallops that we just caught at the beginning of this video. And what I've done is I've put them in a sieve and I've reserved all the liquid that came out of them. Definitely going to be not wasted in this dish. And as always, we need some butter to go with our olive oil. No good cast iron dish is going to be good without butter and or bacon. Today we're going to try to skip the bacon. So as you might have seen in the prelude, got our open fire, getting ready to go. Got our homemade camp rack there, getting ready to hold up the grill. And of course, I'm going to cook it on one of these pieces of cast iron. Leave in the comments right now which one you think we should use. So looking around the wall over here, trying to figure out which piece of cast iron we're going to use. That's a grill pan, probably not going to use that. There's a couple newer lodges there, an old generic lodge. There's the one that we just sanded out years ago, very popular on the channel still. There's an old Grizz chicken fryer pan, and I'm really kind of leaning to that one. There's a BSR, there's another generic 3-notch lodge, and then a Wagner right there. Stew pots, we got a couple, 3 of them. Then we got the new Black Lodge pan over there. That's a 12-inch pan. An old gate marked, that's a Griswold copy. And then a couple of really old spider skillets hanging up there. So I know I need to really protect these scallops. I need something that's thick. And there's the Stargazer. Alright, it's a new pan right here. New / old pan. Stargazer cast iron. And the reason I'm going to try, I think I'm going to pick this one, and I got a big choice. I got more in the house too. Actually, I brought this one in out of the house because it's one of my daily users. Is because it's got this really long handle. We're cooking over the open fire. It's got a big assist handle on that side. We're going to be pretty full, and it's thick. It's really thick cast iron, hold up to that open fire over there. So today we're going to use the old Stargazer. Not that old. I've had it a few years now. It's in great shape. But if you'd like to check out the Stargazer line of new cast iron pans that are built like the old cast iron pans, I'll leave you the link right down below where you can get yourself a nice discount on one of these Stargazer pans. All right, let's go ahead and throw our grill up on top of the little rack there. Get our pan over here. Let that baby start preheating. This dish does not take long. All right, we'll start off pretty good generous amount of olive oil. This dish is olive oil heavy. All right, a 1/4 stick of butter. A little out of level there. Let's see if we can't fix that. Start out with all of our garlic. We'll let that slowly start to saute in there. If it gets too hot, we'll just move it over to the side. It didn't take long for that garlic to get all toasty. Kind of pull it off the side. Go ahead and put in my scallop juice. A little bit of salt and pepper. A little bit of that Cajun 2-step. Some of my sun-dried tomatoes. 2 tastes here. Just going to give it a little bit of body. Alright, we'll stir that up, and that sauce is going to change colors. Probably have to come back with a little bit more olive oil, a little bit more butter before this is all over. Back on the fire. So we just gave that just about 3 minutes saute. I'm going ahead and in there with my zucchini. Adds a real nice little body. Those are already blanched. You don't let them. Well, not going to let them go too far. And here, one of the ingredients I did not list earlier because we just went and picked it from the garden. I'm just going to rip up some basil leaves that I just walked over there and picked. Guys, if you're not growing your own herbs and stuff, you don't know what you're missing. There's just nothing that beats it when you go right to the plant, pick it, throw it right in your dish. Gonna go ahead and get them down into the sauce real quick. They won't turn black. They'll maintain their nice green color. One of the reasons we didn't pick it too early. Coming back with another 1/4 stick of butter. At this point, I'm going to put a squeeze of lime in there just to brighten all those flavors. That's about juice of half of a pretty dry ass lime. We'll let that butter melt. Just a couple minutes. Taking in our very precious scallops right on in there. I could have probably put them in there a little more gently. Gonna mix that all up with our sauce. These do not take any time to cook. So right in on top of that, I'm going with my cooked pasta. Again, we cook that with some herbs in it. And just to get that flowing again, give it a little dash of water. As soon as that warms up, that'll start separating again. Let's change tools here. Okay, start tossing that pasta in the sauce and the scallops. The main thing here is we do not want to overcook the scallops. The more they cook, the more they're going to shrink, the tougher they're going to get. Let it come up just to a simmer to make sure all of our scallops are cooked. Let me go ahead and get you a plate. I know you can't wait. That is freaking beautiful right there. All right. And I think, you know, one of the important things is you go down in the bottom there and you get you some of that sauce. It's infused with that sun-dried tomato. Make sure you got plenty of that down on your plate. And it smells like that toasted garlic we did in the very beginning. Of course, it wouldn't be complete without that Parmigiano Reggiano we talked about in the first part of the video. Probably could have did a little better job putting it on there, but it's okay. A little of that fresh basil right there on the side. There you go. That's catch, clean, and cook. A beautiful dish with Florida-based scallops. So I wish you guys were here to taste this with me today, and I tell you what, the smell is just wonderful. Partly that toasted garlic at the beginning. Let's go ahead and give it a try. I'll tell you what, the scallops done perfectly. You can really taste all those layers of flavor that we added to this dish, even though it's very simple and very short cooking time. That little bit of lime we put in there really kicked it up. Taste that toasted garlic. And of course those scallops are just savory, savory. And if you've never tried them, they're not very fishy at all. They don't taste really anything like a fish. They just have this beautiful, sweet, savory taste. And they're hard to get. And for us, it's a good trip to go over there to get them. But I'll say well worth the trip. So if you like what we're doing, please hit that subscribe button right down there. You can find another great Backwoods Gourmet video right up there. And for a whole playlist of catch, clean, and cook videos, it'll be right up there. We'll see you next time.